Hello everyone, this is my digitalization in supply chain. So first up, we got the outline I'm going to be talking about to you guys. So the digitalization in the supply chain is the action of making the traditional supply chain, which is more towards like writing things down, pen and paper, very traditional stuff, into a more digital one by using these advancements in technologies. So the supply chain is very fast paced and it's hard to do everything manually with human labor. So digitalizing the supply chain can be good. And in this PowerPoint, I will show you the benefits of it and the negatives of it. Okay, so this is the flow of the digitalization. As you can see, we have this yellow line here. That's the physical goods flow. That's the only really bad part about it with the flow standpoint. So one of the first benefits I want to talk about is reducing the cost. So when we add these digital advancements, supply chain will reduce the cost by an insane amount in the long run. The reason this is because it eliminates human error and it helps with the overall efficiency of the supply chain. Some of the technologies that will reduce the cost is AI, which helps with the real-time tracking, which helps improve efficiency, blockchain, which improves security, and it kind of helps block cyber attacks and ransomware attacks, and then digital twins. I know everyone knows about AI. Blockchain, I studied a lot, and then digital twins is a very cool one that I'll talk about more in this video. So, increase productivity. So having a digital supply chain will increase the company's productivity by almost 40%. I chose this picture because I really like it and it shows how it improves productivity. I don't know exactly what these machines are for, but it looks like they're taking parts and putting on a bigger product, it looks like. And instead of humans doing it, you got these machines doing it. So it'll help a task that require human interactions, and employees can do something else to help with the productivity in the company or business. All right, then we got decision making. This is a big one. So decision making can be stressful in the supply chain. Disruption happens almost every day. Recently, a few months ago, we had Hurricane Helene. We had to make supply chain had to make a lot of decisions. Then you have the wildfires over in California. They had to make decisions. So we can adopt big data and AI to make more accurate decisions quicker when these disruptions occur. Yeah, so here are some of the cons of it. Cyber threats. So when we add these advanced technologies, the supply chain grows and the digital cybersecurity threats will be more present due to more online activities. Almost all companies have some type of experience with a breach in their supply chain. There's this one company I researched about, I have in my paper, where there was a ransomware and they couldn't pay their employees. I think it was Starbucks. Couldn't pay their employees because of it. Cyber threat is a big one. So then we have the AI pros. This is the AI risk. So when we adapt AI, threats like corruption and data poison may occur. If a company, let's say, is very dependent on AI, you can manipulate it even more if you're a competitor, or if like the failure rises more with AI, the more you use it, which will hurt the overall of supply chain. So if I'm a competitor and I'm competing against someone who uses AI very, very much, I can manipulate it in a way that will help me. So if AI is very manipulative, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but yeah. And then we have some of the adding costs. So for smaller companies and businesses, a supply chain going toward digitalization could hurt them due to prices of such technologies. And this is more towards the smaller companies. I got this from a great article that's at the end of this. So when implementing these technologies, Companies must consider the startup cost, the installation expenses, the automation tools, everything. It can be very expensive starting out, but in the long run, it'll work out. I think it's just depending on the size of the company and how much money you have. So this one could be a problem as well. All right, this wraps it up. So I weighed the pros of it and I weighed the cons of it of making the supply chain digital. It could be important going in the future, and I think it's in the near future, making the supply chain very digital, but it can make or break a business. So bigger companies will benefit from going into it as the long-term potential reduces costs heavily, in my opinion. And then the smaller business, it could be a little bit more difficult due to the startup cost. All right. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. All right, and these are my articles that I got. Thank you.